I'm Marie from Christian Band Help. Thanks for joining us today. We're talking about quote sheets for your Christian band. Quote sheets are frequently left out of press kits, and I think that's a big mistake because you're missing out on an opportunity to make your press kit stand out by answering a big question most bookers have about your band. How popular are you? They'll never come right out and ask, but they want to know how popular your band is to help them gauge how many people your band will draw to their show and if your band is going to put on the kind of show that their target audience will love. What is a quote sheet? It's a page with assorted quotes from a variety of people talking about their experience with your band and ministry. In your press kit, quote sheets are used to demonstrate the buzz your band has created. In other words, how many people are talking about your band, who's talking, and what they're saying. The goal of a quote sheet is to help bookers gauge your band's popularity. It's different from recommendation letters because the goal of recommendation letters is to give your ministry credibility. So most bands would do well to include both recommendation letters and a quote sheet in their press kit. Quotes from your quote sheet may have other uses in your band's marketing. They can be sprinkled around the pages of your website, used in social media, or they may even be an inspiration for an MC introducing your band. So great quotes are very valuable. Most quotes can be found from 4 sources: fans, bookers, ministry professionals, and music industry professionals. Let's look at how to get quotes from each one of these sources. The first place to look for quotes is from your fans. When your band is just starting out, your fans may primarily be your family and close friends, but that's okay. You may find that even your mom has something exceptionally interesting to say. So start by asking everyone you know for a quote about your band and write them down. Then when you play a show, part of the conversation around your band's merchandise table after the show can be to ask fans for quotes. This can be a great icebreaker to have easy conversations with fans you've never even met. You may even want to get out your phone and record their responses, with their permission, of course. Some of these responses could be posted to your social media later. Additionally, you may want to ask fans through your social media to send you quotes, either as comments or videos. The way to get quotes from bookers is to ask for recommendation letters from each gig you play. You can take excerpts from those letters to add to your quote sheet. You can ask them for a quote verbally at the show, but most often they'll be too busy to focus on giving you a really great quote. Be sure to watch the video we made about recommendation letters to learn the best way to get them. Ministry professionals include people like pastors, youth leaders, and heads of parachurch ministries, such as homeless shelters, food banks, crisis pregnancy centers, or suicide hotlines. These people often carry a lot of respect within their communities, so they should be included in your quote sheet. The easiest way to get quotes from them is to excerpt a quote from a recommendation letter after doing a show at their venue or for their benefit. But getting those first shows is not easy. Another way to get quotes from them is to invite them to another show at a different venue and then talk to them after the show. Whenever you play a show where the public is invited and is at a neutral venue, such as at a coffee house not run by a specific church, go ahead and email ministry leaders in the area about the show. If they show up, you might be asked to play a show for their venue and get a great quote. Quotes from industry professionals are the hardest to get because they have to notice you before they'll say anything about you. Industry professionals include people who work for radio stations, labels, and media. Needless to say, every time you do a radio interview or get a write-up anywhere, ask for a quote. You can even ask the sound engineer from your recording studio to give you a quote. Always be listening for quotes for possible things to add to your quote sheet. You just never know what people are going to say. Just make sure you get their permission to use the quote or put their name on it before you post it to any social media. Here's how to create a great quote sheet. Ideally, quote sheets should be one piece of paper in your physical press kit or its equivalent in your EPK. It's fine to use both sides of the page. Collect a variety of quotes, put them together on a page. I use Word to do this, but any word processing program is fine. You can use the title of quotes or something more casual like, "Here's what people are saying about," with your band's name. Be sure to include the name of the person who said the quote and their company. You can use the city and state instead of the company when you're quoting fans. Quote sheets are the one place in your press kit that using multiple fonts is acceptable. Here's two examples I could use for Christian band help. One uses the same font throughout for a more formal look, and the other uses multiple fonts with a more casual title. Both styles are okay. Choose the look that represents your ministry best. For example, if you primarily target youth groups, you'd want to use the casual style. But if your target is corporate events, you'd want to appear a little bit more formal. Print physical copies of the quote sheet for your physical press kit. Save as a PDF and create a link for your EPK. Some bands prefer to create a separate link for each source of quotes, such as quotes from fans, quotes from ministries, and quotes from the media. I prefer to use one link and mix them up because it gives the reader a better overall idea of who's saying what, but it's really just a personal preference. Quote sheets will need to be continually updated as you get more interesting quotes from a wider variety of people. At the very least, you'll want to update them each year as you redo your entire press kit. Quote sheets are not a required component for your Christian band's press kit, but they can really make your band stand out. Do you need help with the rest of your band's press kit? One of the best tools we've developed for you at Christian Band Help is the Christian Band Handbook. This is a resource book that covers topics such as defining your ministry's mission, how to find the right band members, choosing and protecting your band's name, copyrights, press kits and booking, music marketing, how to make the most of your ministry dollars, and a whole lot more. We know what it's like to be a Christian musician. Between us, my husband Mark and I have over 60 years of experience in almost every aspect of music ministry. I wrote this book so you can learn from our experience. We want to help you launch your band on the journey to impact the world around you and avoid the pitfalls along the way. The Christian Band Handbook is available as a paperback or Kindle ebook on Amazon. Other ebook formats for every device are also available at most ebook retailers. For more information, go to christianbandhelp.com. Click on Store on the navigation bar and then click on Christian Band Handbook. Or you can click on the link directly below this video. In the next video, we're going to talk about another optional part of your press kit, lyric sheets. I'll tell you why you might want to include them, how to create them, and how to use them to help bookers determine if your band is a really good match for their event. See you next time.